Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now we're going to continue our offensive against the Germans, and I gotta say, I'm pretty, even though we're taking horrendous losses, like really bad, I'm still pretty stoked about how this is going. We've overrun most of Estonia and managed to push the Germans out of it. We've stalemated them in Finland, and we are making pretty big strides in other areas. Most of the combat, the heavy combat, is taking place in the south here. And that's because that's where I decided to launch my offensive, and the Germans redeployed the majority of their forces south to check me. But that left the center and north sections very undermanned and allowed me to bring lots and lots of troops in. And I swear to God, I keep finding these divisions that have major defeat. Oh, I was like, that doesn't seem very major to me. I keep finding all these divisions that have no leaders in them, and I'm almost positive it's because when units are formed that they they pull their leaders from existing divisions. Alright, so 2 mechanized, 2 tank divisions getting attacked by basically a panzer division and an infantry division. Storming our beaches way the hell over here. Not a big deal. Not terribly concerned. Alright, I think I'm going to opt out of that now. I think I'm going to opt out of doing any of the Air Force related stuff, just because we're not really using our Air Force too much. Alright, can we launch an attack here that's going to be successful? Yes. Grab these 3 divisions and move them into that spot there. Keep all our cavalry moving up, if I could speak correctly. I gotta slow down and do this a little bit more methodically, just because most of the losses I've taken is because I'm not paying close enough attention to what I'm doing because I'm playing too quickly. That's the SS Toppenkopf division. It looks like they're about to get wrecked. Yeah, they're getting pretty hammered. Alright, good. I think most of the really bad casualties are behind us at this point. Pretty sure, at least. I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure most of our bad casualties, you know, the 100,000 man losses, I think those are behind us. Except for maybe right here. Because I wasn't really paying attention to this too much. Probably took a lot of losses on those guys. Alrighty, good. Estonia, definitely have to worry about Estonia. Although, thankfully, I had the wherewithal to move up my garrison divisions. Which has allowed me to kind of solidify my gain up here. I keep thinking, oh, there's got something I gotta take care of right there. No, not really. And we need more officers, so we are going to drag this up to about 40, which is going to give us how many? 700 per day. That's pretty good. We have a bombing campaign working up in Finland to try to reduce the German positions up here, and I'm actually going to add units to this. We're going to do logistical bombing. And no, that's way too much. And then we're going to actually keep bringing it... Oh. We're going to bring it up to a point where it's basically encompassing the supply lines like that. And just keep an eye on these guys. Make sure we won. That was right there. Yeah, those were mostly garrisons. Make sure they're bombing up here. Just kind of follow them around. Yeah, we're hitting the supply. I think this is going to start helping. It's going to be at least a month after that bombing campaign starts. Probably more before it really, you know, turns into anything. And I'm using my shitty mouse right now, so I'm a little bummed out. I forgot to charge my rechargeable one last night. Don't have the organization, and they're reduced on strength, but we're still... But I'm playing as the Soviet Union, so... You know how that works. Everybody does their part. Major defeat. Probably over... No, that was right here. Huh. Oh, you know... What should we do about this? Move some units down. That's just a combined arms group, right? That shouldn't... Abandon British equipment. Yeah. I'll say that's not gonna cause any problems. Getting attacked right here by some Italian mountain troops, but we'll just hold out the best we can. And we're just gonna play this we're a little slower than we were before. These units will move up here. Let's see, let's attack. Support. Support. Want to make sure these provinces fall without too many casualties. Because I definitely have to pay attention to my manpower. Oh, you know what? I forgot about something. What I'm gonna do here, let's grab these. These are my conscript divisions. We are going to... I keep forgetting about this, and he keeps asking me. Strader's convicts. He specifically asked me that the convict divisions, the prison regiments, be named after him. So definitely got to make sure we do that. And I wish I could rename the leader too, but that's okay. No big deal. Specifically asked me for that. So we're gonna do that. Alright, looks like they retreated here. They've thrown more panzer divisions into this. Huh. I'm thinking it's gonna be best to retreat out of this province, so we're gonna fall back right here. 10,000 to 22,000. When the Germans really start whipping those panzer divisions at me, I gotta pay careful attention to what's going on. So these units in here are actually cut off. Let's do a little probative attack here and see what we're working with. Okay, they're not having any... Wow. That is crazy. That attack lasted for like an hour and I lost 1,000 men. Lost the Battle of Smolensk. I forgot that was actually going. So those units got wiped out. That was a city attack. Again, we're going to have to surround that. And these units are not moving right now very quickly because their supplies have not caught up for them. They were on strategic redeployment. And the thing with strategic redeployment is that your units move faster than the supplies they need. So after they get there, especially if they go long distances, they're going to have to wait for supplies to catch up. Alright, so we won these battles up here. I really wish we had not lost that. So we're going to need to redeploy troops down here. And let's see what we're working with here. Alright. They still got, yeah, again, that battle only lasted for an hour or two, and I lost 1,000 men. Führer's getting grenadiers. Alright, they're losing... Oh, that's me. I was say, they're losing organization quickly. That's because I'm losing organization quickly. Alright, so we're getting attacked right here. By one infantry division, that's okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Been a very interesting campaign season. I'm hoping my bombers up here will do the trick. It looks like they're doing a great job so far. Knocking the supplies out. Let's actually watch one of these medium bombers go in and do its thing. Oh yeah, it took out most of the supplies that were over there. So we're bombing the crap out of the German supplies up there. We'll let them wear themselves out against my lines up here. I actually think these guys will hold out. And British equipment are attacking me. Not too worried about that. These guys wear themselves out against my lines. And I'll be fine. Got a little gap in the line right here, but we can seal that by doing this. Yeah, those units are definitely going to get worn out. And they're attacking me with everything they got, but they are definitely low on the organization right now. I actually think I'll be able to hold on to these gains this time. I wasn't last time I took this area, but this time I think we'll be good. And let's see, let's launch an attack right here. And we can support it with a flanking maneuver. See, look at this. I know I don't, like, I go through this, and I constantly make sure these guys have leaders. Go back in, and they're gone. The only thing I can think of is they're getting redeployed whenever units are created. Let's take an infantry corps and whip it into this attack. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 infantry corps. We got some German cavalry right here. I should be able to do the trick, although there is a panzer division. We can flank them, though. Oi, and my phone's exploding. I can feel it going off in my lap. Alright, so the breakout into Romania wasn't as breakouty as I anticipated, but we might be able to capitalize on... Oh, yeah. A Italian division supported by... What is this? Some... I don't even know what this is. Guards rifle shattered. We can actually throw more tanks into this if we want to. There's basically nobody right here. And there's this huge stack right here, but I don't know what any of this... I don't know if any of this is actually anything to worry about. Yeah, we're winning. We're just taking losses. No, there's actually a lot in there. There's actually a ton of units in there, so that's probably not a good idea. Right, let's make sure that... Yeah, we're making progress there perfectly fine. Like, we'll take these two and hit them there. Was that guy under attack? Why did that count as a retreat into enemy... How can you retreat into enemy territory? Are they counterattacking me? They are, with 1 division. Okay. Okay. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention, Ben. Let's pay attention. Stop looking at my phone. Alright, so they're worried. They're clearly worried now because they're trying to break out here. But if they wear themselves out against me, then we'll be fine. Schwer Panzer. So is that... This is SS heavy tanks? Is that what that is? Those Tigers in there? Now, again, it's only been like a week into this bombing campaign, so it takes a while for... Lost an attack? I was attacking there? Oh, shit, they're breaking through, aren't they? Yeah, these lines are way too thin. And the only thing standing in the way here are guards units. These lines are precariously thin. So the only thing we got to do here is try to relieve the pressure by... Oh my god, really? This is starting to get annoying. Like, I know I've gone through. I've on screen and off screen. What I've done is I've gone through the entire. Like, I've pulled open the order of battle and looked at it, and I've also gone through and gone like this, just gone through the entire line, grabbed units like this, and just quickly made did a double check to make sure nobody is missing commanders. And there's another one. To make sure nobody's missing commanders. I've done this multiple times, and they're still missing commanders. It's frustratingly annoying. So these guys, supplies still haven't made it out to them yet. So that province is lost. This is a little annoying up here. This unit has to retreat out. The Germans have been able to relieve their pocket. Unfortunately. But I think what we need to do is push down more. If we do that, then we'll be fine. And let's do this. Oh, no, I thought those bordered. No, they don't. That's an important province to me, so why don't we see if we can take it? Let's leave a couple units behind and see if we can launch a good assault here. Yep, that's fine. And what do we got here? A bunch of worn-out units is what they got there. One unit from here, there we go. Flank them. One. Alright, so this unit should be completely worn out and have nothing left. Yeah, there's basically nobody there. It's unfortunate that they're managing to break through these lines like they are. This division might end up in an overrun, which I hope it doesn't, but it's very possible. It is indeed possible. Completely feasible that that might happen, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Cancel that. You know what? I do have bombers over here I could throw into this, don't I? Ground attack. And then there's 3 more here. Oh, no. 1 more. Try to help out a little bit. See, do what they can. They're probably going to get shot to hell. But they might be able to help out enough. No, that battle's lost. Unfortunately, they have been able to relieve this pocket up here, which is definitely unfortunate, but it wasn't like my main goal, so I'm not terribly worried about what happened there. All right, we're moving into Romania. And what we really need to do is take provinces like this one right here. So we'll take everything we got and throw it at them, including our tanks right here, which should help out a lot if they actually get into it. They did. Because those are panzers. Major defeat, 20th Guards broke. That was up here. We managed to cause massive casualties. Out of the 50,000 troops that were involved, 22,000 died. So this might end up in an overrun. No, they've got organization. So they should... Yeah, it should turn into something like that. Okay. So now they're... We'll let them sit here and defend the best they can. If we can take that province right there, then we can relieve them and save him. How we doing here? We don't want to attack anybody right here. Minsk lost. Oh, okay. That's not a big deal. Oh, the Germans look like they're kind of running out of steam too. Retreat. I was telling him to move there. I don't know why he's under retreat orders. Guards shattered. Yeah, definitely causing supply issues for the Germans up there. Definitely. Where before I used to like it, now it's kind of annoying me that they're all shattering. Because it means I have to redeploy them back to the front. Major defeat, shattered. So that was, yeah, they were all shattering from there. Lost 40,000 men. Yeah, because it just leaves these big holes in the front where there didn't used to be any. Alright, so let's grab units with organization still. And move them into this province. Yeah, the massive casualties we're sustaining are starting to catch up with us. Because now we have to slow down. That's Smolensk, right? Yes. Let's... How do we want to do this? Whoa, that's a big attack. We can reinforce it, though. Doing that. There we go. Kind of starting to run out of supplies, which is a little surprising, honestly. This is going to be a battle with a lot of casualties. Right there, I can tell you that. Basically just trying to overwhelm the Germans with massive weight of numbers. Which, in some places, is actually working out brilliantly. It's just causing me lots of casualties, of course. What is going on there? Are we moving units in there? Yeah. It doesn't look like there's anybody there, which is weird. That is very strange, actually. The guards don't surrender. The guards die. Alright, they're attacking me here, which is okay, actually. This one might be a little precarious. That's a lot of German divisions right there, so let's actually retreat out of that. We lost 12,000, they lost 11,000. We won there for 15 to 4. The casualties are definitely starting to mount on my side, but that's because I'm launching these huge, huge offensives. Attack and counterattack. That unit was overrun. So we did have a surrender of a tank corps. Oh, come on, really? Oh, that's incredibly frustrating. Oh, that was a good episode, too. Oh, I was having fun. We were 26 minutes in. Come on, program. Well, we made it through 11 days this episode. We went from the 10th to, well, 12 days, the 22nd, basically. I guess we'll keep this recording. We'll call everything that happened this episode canon. And I'll play off screen again up till the 22nd, and then we'll continue next time. So I'm really sorry about that, folks. Big bummer for me because, you know, I hate having to go back and replay off screen, but gotta work around the program. We gotta work with what we got, basically. So if you've enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.